What's good, YouTube? Tis I, your absolute coach. In today's video, I am going to be telling you stop trying so hard to be confident. Because in this circle, I'm going to write what I think everybody should be. Because the problem is, confidence is seen as you taking action over the uncertain. And let me tell you something, you cannot be confident about something you don't know. You can only be bold. You can only be audacious. You can be tenacious about the things that you don't know. When you're confident, you know that you are capable of doing what you set out to do. But when you are unsure of what you're trying to do, it is that idea of, again, as I brought up numerous times on this channel, of being brazen. Now, the thing is about doing things you're not certain about is that if you are going in it thinking, I'm confident I can do this, and you're going to go try to accomplish that and you fail, that instantly brings shame. Look up the definition for brazen. Part of the definition is saying that you are setting out to go do something or you are taking action against something without shame. You are doing it shamelessly. Let me tell y'all something. There was a time, I think I was probably 15 or 16 years old. I was hanging out at the mall, and I think I was probably alone. And I'm walking up to every pretty girl I see because, I want their number. I desired their number. So I would walk up to every single pretty girl I saw. And this group of young fellas, they saw me and said, Bro, how do you have the confidence to do that? And back then, I did not know the word brazen. This is why I think it's important for people to get an education so then they know how to truly describe themselves. I am brazen. I am the embodiment of brazenness. Because the thing is this, it was not that I was confident, it was that I was not ashamed of myself. I had no shame. I am not confident. I just lack shame. I'll say that again. I was not confident. I lacked shame because I knew me. I knew who I was. I was like, I go to the gym. I look good. I save money. Who are they to deny me? That was my mindset. I thought that I was the prize. And you know what? It can be a little delusional, but sometimes delusion can help us get our goals accomplished. So I am going to tell you three things that I feel everyone should be brazen towards. So let's begin. You gotta be like the brazen bull. Because let me tell you something, being absolute is having that fire in your belly that cannot be quenched until you get what you desire. Now go ahead and scream out loud that I will get what I want today, no matter what it takes. All right, now we've got our list. Now, the first thing that I think people should be brazen towards is when they are seeking lovers. When they are trying to find somebody to love, I feel they should go about this in a brazen manner. Because as I told y'all, I was not sure if I was going to get the number. I was, bold enough to go do it and approach, but I was not sure because I cannot say what is going to happen with that. I can't be so absolute in my thinking when it comes to that. I can't just look at somebody and say, "Ooh, I'm definitely gonna get her number." And women can't look at some dude and be like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna get his number," because you don't know who you're dealing with. And that's a problem I have with a lot of these alpha male coaches. They really feel if you get your money, if you get your body right, you're gonna get whatever you want. But the thing a lot of these men fail to realize is that everybody is different. Everyone is different. They are their own unique person. That female you are approaching is not the same female you approached before. They may be similar, but trust me, they are different. You call them by a different name, they may have similar attitude. I'm just saying, if you are not their type, you are not their type, and move on to the next one. Bold and brave. Because that's what being brazen is to me. Being bolder than bold and braver than brave. Now let's get to number two. All right, number two. The next one is job interviews, or maybe interviews in general, but we'll go job interviews for this video because that person interviewing you, they have the power to hire or dismiss you. They have that power. But what you have the power of is being bolder than bold, and braver than brave, in telling them your qualifications, what you have done, what you are interested in. Because why would you go and fake the funk for somebody that you are just now meeting? They are interviewing you. Keep that in mind. They're interviewing you. You want the position, so you shouldn't be afraid to talk about yourself, because the moment you start lying about yourself, let's say that they actually hire you and you decided to lie about a lot of things, you got to keep up with that lie. It is that snowball rolling downhill. It's only going to keep getting bigger and bigger until it starts crashing. And that is the problem with a lot of people. You need to be brazen. You need to stop caring so much about what does this interviewer think. What do they think so much about me? And that's a video I'm going to have in the future, because that's a problem with a lot of people. Stop worrying about who likes and doesn't like you. Trying to give everybody what they want takes all you got. Nina Simone said it best. Now let's move on to number 3. And lastly, for number 3, you need to be brazen when you are confronting an individual. Because I always said this: if somebody does wrong by me, I am going to do right by myself in confronting them. Because not only are you letting them get away with disrespecting you, but if you don't confront them whatsoever, you are disrespecting yourself so much. Now, I am not saying go right ahead and shoot the fade. I am not saying run fists to cuffs. I am not saying that. I am not saying to be belligerent. But if you have a problem with something someone has said or something someone has done, you need to call it out the moment the poop hits the fan. And I am not trying to cuss on this channel, but you get what I am saying. You need to confront it right then and there. Because if you let it persist, especially if you're going to see this person often, if you don't confront what bothers you, then they're going to keep doing other things that bother you. And again, just like the lie, it is going to keep getting bigger and bigger until eventually you crash out. You crash out. 911, what's your emergency? I need to arrest this belligerent man because he wanted to lose his cool. He wanted to act enraged when all he had to do in the beginning, or all she had to do in the beginning, was confront the individual in a brazen way. Because I will tell you this: all these things I have listed, it takes a degree of boldness. It takes a degree of braveness, okay? It takes a lot. I am not even going to downplay that. I commend somebody who is willing to do what they are uncertain about. That is a gamble right there. And I'm not a huge gambler when it comes to money, but when it comes to what I want to do in life, oh yeah, this is my life. I'm going to live it by my rules, because I always said I would hate to try to live life by somebody else's rules, because who do they think they are to tell me, the absolute coach, who he can and cannot be? Guys, I really hope you gain something from this video. I really do. Because in every single video, I try to inspire, I try to encourage you to be the best you possible by getting your goals accomplished, by getting things you want done, you desire to be done, what you desire to be done. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, like, share, subscribe, and once again, remain absolute.